All right, Max Power by Infogram Games. All right. So, Max Power Racing. The license plate even says Max. I wonder who that belongs to. Race actual production cars provided by the world's greatest motor manufacturers. Wait, this game came with cars?
Yeah.
Wow, this game came with like cars you could drive. Wow, that must have been quite tricky for children who didn't have the license for it yet. But man, having an entire car just sellotape with the game, man, man alive, that's riveting stuff. I think this is a bit loud. Here it is. Turn the volume down.
So, I actually looked up quite a fair bit about this game in particular, because it's quite interesting because I actually had a few sort of regional changes in that, depending on which region that this game came out in. Because in Europe it was known as C3 racing.
C3.
Yeah.
Why do they call it C3 racing?
I don't know. And in America and that, they named it, I think it was like TNN Motorsports Off-Road Challenge and that, which interestingly enough, not only did they change all the tracks to be based in the US, but not only that, but they changed all the cars to pickups. It's like, you can't get any more American than that. But
oh man. Well, there's America for you.
but I just sort of just imagine like American that like sort of like being like one of them like all these fancy European countries. It needs to be America.
We're driving on the right side of the road. Okay, so this
I can't relate to this game about racing sports cars without driving my truck.
just like all the rednecks on the trucks just refusing to play these good games.
But so Max Power actually based on sort of the sort of tuner culture magazine and that was came out between 1983 up until 2011.
Oh wow! Right, must have been quite the niche interest.
Yeah, unfortunately, since this game came out around about like 5 years before Need for Speed Underground and that, unfortunately, there's no modding of your cars and that.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
But yeah, but interesting publication, Max Power and that, because it was actually heavily sort of scrutinized and that sort of like during its time of its publication, that due to the fact that they sort of like very heavily encouraged sort of like illegal street racing and that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my days!
And they actively they're actively anti sort of speed cameras and that, and not only that.
Oh my days!
But they actually sort of like went out their way in that to find locations in the UK and that which had the least amount of police traffic.
Oh my days!
To drive illegally.
Oh my days!
So.
Oh my day. This sounds like the kind of thing that Top Gear would catch on to and point out the obvious danger of young teenagers just crashing their cars.
Yeah.
Man alive! Okay, so there's an accelerating button, handbrake button. Okay, this is probably going to be completely different. I don't see any instructions pertaining to the quirky controller.
Yeah, I mean it should work with the controller and that, because I did see that was sort of compatible with this kind of controller.
Oh, cool! The instruction manual even says the locations: Africa, China, Indonesia, USA, Brazil, Peru, Rome, Norway, Monaco, and the United Kingdom. Interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 locations. I think that's a few more than the previous game we were playing.
I think so, yeah.
Alright, so there's no details in this instruction manual on the exact controls and the other control, but I think I could use this as a frame of reference, acceleration and reverse.
It does say in the manual that it is compatible with the next.
Right. I think that's much as we need to know.
Yeah.
Right. This game says on the back here that there's night racing with switchable headlights, adjustable car performance settings, not customizable cars, there's a difference. High speed competition, car accident damage, extreme conditions, 11 world locations. Oh, that's interesting. The manual, I counted 10 in this. There must be one that you unlock.
Probably, yeah. Like there is like I do know that there is like a sort of secret sort of race that you can that can only sort of obtain by entering a cheat code.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A cheat code. Oh wow. Does the cheat code give you a tank?
Unfortunately not.
Right, let's get on with it. I've noticed the background has kind of got the Sega Saturn kind of look where it's a wee bit static while we're on a 3D plane. This must have been a pretty early racing game.
1998.
Oh, the year when I was born. Right. Racing names. Studio.
Yeah.
Programming. Oh, this is the credits. Oh, never mind. That's interesting.
Yeah.
They showed the credits early on. That's interesting. Right.
Yeah.
So there's this seems to play similarly to the previous game we were playing with the V Rally game. It seems that this game may have a bit more to offer. Maybe.
Yeah.
So championship mode, arcade mode. I'm assuming it's co-op. We can play player mode.
Check player mode because it probably 2 players.
2 players split screen. Oh, so that customizes the actual multiple. Okay, so now we can play 2 players. Okay, it's interesting how these early menus work. I think there was something similar with that Destruction Derby 2 game we were playing.
Yeah, I do wonder if you can actually play championship mode with 2 players, similar to that B-Rally game.
Let's find out. Alright, GTI Amateur, 5 races. GTI Pro. Okay, we need to unlock them. Right, okay, so 5 races. Here we go.
Yeah.
So.
I do have to warn you, like the range of cars at the beginning of this game is extremely limited and not really what I'd consider like, high performance cars. That's very much it. Like that's a Minecraft.
Right, well at least let me see the stats. So acceleration 12.1 seconds, brake, drive, FWD, whatever that means, 106 miles per hour. Okay, 12. Okay, it takes. Oh, that's interesting. It actually counts up the seconds that it takes to accelerate to top speed. That's interesting. Alright, so. Okay.
I'll go back. Yep.
Okay, car stats. It is compatible with this controller, yes. This takes a wee bit quicker to accelerate. Interesting. Let's see, so that's 106 miles per hour. Brake. I just want to see the differences again. Brake time. Brake HP 75. I think that's a slightly higher brake capacity. That way you fool.
That's pretty much it. Right. Literally 2 cars. So I suppose not much different from Sega Rally, but
74, right. So the green car seems to have less brake capacity than this car, yeah. So this car takes a wee bit longer to accelerate, but it seems to have higher numbers of brakes. Brake HP, the brake has a health bar system?
I think it's meant to be horsepower.
Horsepower, okay, right. So in which case, this car takes a bit longer to accelerate, but has a more powerful brake. Both of them have the same top speed. So, but since it's only by 0.1 second, it's really not that much compared to the other car.
Yeah.
Like the way you select the vehicles, it's inverted controls. Right, so do you want the green car or the blue car?
I'll take the green car.
Alright, I'll take the blue car. Okay, car set.
Okay, I guess my turn.
Yeah. Oh, you can pick the same car if you want. I suppose, yeah, just for the sake of differentiation.
Just for right.
Yeah, differentiation, yeah. Okay, so, like, right. Okay, here we go. It was all a holographic brick, you see.
The way that you're controlling that like turns into eye, and that it just reminds me of that joke in The Simpsons when Homer tried to get a new car and he gets like that one from that dodgy Russian dealer and that, and he just says, and like when he's trying to like put the car into motion, that the Russian guy just says like put in H.
So we have the options of car setup, sound and picture before we start the race. I wonder what's in car setup. Okay, so smooth steering, closed gearing, normal gearing. Okay, so, alright, how interesting.
Yeah.
Let's just see how it goes. Right.
Start race.
Alright. You start the race. 2. I think it's just the 2 of us.
There ain't room in this race for the 2 of us.
Oh, I'm getting the simulator vibes, Lewis. Oh, the shaky cam. It's really immersive stuff. Already the physics works a lot better than the V-Rally game, in that I'm not slipping every few seconds with any touch of the side terrain. Oh my days! Whoa! Whoa! Replacing car! Replacing car! They just gave you a new car!
Oh.
What the heck?
There's a button for putting you back.
What the heck? Okay, good to know that exists. Oh, ouch! Move! Don't get stuck in the corner, move. Yes, move to the temple area. He's catching up, you fool! You fool! Ooh, cool, temple area. Or ancient grounds. Welcome to Peru. Ooh. It feels like something you'd play in the arcade. Ouch! Up you get. Move that. Okay, forward. Oh, my days. Come on, move. There doesn't seem to be any other computer characters competing against us. It's just the 2 of us.
Yeah, I wonder if, I think it's like limits it to just 2 players, and that when you're playing
a split screen.
2-player.
That's interesting. At least we know one of us is going to be in first place this time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I suppose there's that part.
How good it is to drive really fast around Peru. Oh, hi. Oh my days. Oh! Your car has slightly faster acceleration. I think we're about to enter lap 2. Oh!
Whoop.
Hello. Ooh. I made it to lap 2! What happens if I press the shoulder button? Hello.
Oh.
Okay, the shoulder buttons don't really seem to do much. What does this button do? Oh, it gives me a different perspective. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's the back button to sort of like see behind you.
Ah, yeah, just like in the V-Rally game.
Oh, my car's not looking in good shape. I forgot this game has like sort of like damage.
Oh, my car's not looking that good either. My front window looks like a static on a TV screen.
Yeah, which I suppose kind of like when sort of picking games picking between like this game and Gran Turismo and that, I suppose that would have been a slight sort of like would have given it sort of slight edge in it, because like as you probably already know that Gran Turismo and that doesn't have sort of damage physics.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, throughout the Gran Turismo series, you have especially in long races, you have to go to these fuel stations to refuel your car. But from what I remember, no, you don't really fix the car because the cars in that game don't really break. I guess they were more fixated on the simulation of racing in cars more so than destruction, I suppose.
Yeah, well, the thing with the pit lanes in Gran Turismo and that is that it's more kind of like sort of used if you're like doing like endurance races.
Yes.
Because the game actually has like sort of like I don't know what to call like tire physics or something like that, but like a tire mechanic and that basically that if you sort of drive for a certain amount of time and that your tires end up wearing out and that affects the performance of the car and that unless you sort of get them replaced at the pit lanes.
Right, so it's basically just any other cars but without the casualties. I like the sound of that. Making the most of this controller. How fun it is to go on a car ride. I made it. Oh. Thank you for sniffing my butt rather aggressively. Alright, so the next part of the race, let's see. Okay, so Renault, Clio, Nissan, Nicara, right, races remaining. Alright, let's see what the next one has to. Okay, so we can see championship table, race record. Right, next race. I bless the range down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Ooh. Oh wow, we got some nice sky as well. What a time to be in Africa. I wonder what part of Africa this even is. A place in Africa, yeah, that's where it is. Yes, I'm a geographic expert.
Looks particularly dry.
Yeah.
Not quite the rains of Africa.
Still, there's trees, there's bushes, and the like. So, maybe a what? Oh my I went flying. Oh, there's the toucan. How did you see it? My car went careening up so high.
Yeah. If you're now, you get 2 cans of toucans. Call now and we'll give you 3 cans of pecans. Make this the best deal on TV. We'll give you 2 cans free.
Oh my God. Hello. I accidentally did that thing that you probably mentioned earlier, yes.
Yeah, pressing R1 sort of picture.
Yeah, on this controller, it's literally just the right button on the directional pad.
Yeah.
I best be careful not to press that again. What happens if I press the left one? Nothing happens. What happens if I press up? Nothing happens. Okay. Oh! Didn't quite get that right, but okay, I'll correct myself.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
Don't worry, you'll drive away from the tree. Right. Hey, Lewis. I wonder. Whoa. Okay. I wonder if this is set in Uganda.
Yeah. Right.
Subaru!
Wakali will get orale. Get orale.
The car that I'm driving, the Nissan Micra, and that like specifically this model, and I believe it's called the K11 Micra.
Right.
Would you believe me that these cars are still sold to this day?
Oh wow!
I mean, obviously they're kind of getting a bit scarce now in that, because like I think the last models was like made in like 2001.
Right.
But yeah, you can still see them out. You can still every now and then see them like sort of like on like sort of car auction sites.
Oh my days!
Because like they're just like they are just like built like tanks.
Aye.
Well, in a hatchback form.
Oh no! There goes the sign. Right. I suppose when you look back on shows like Top Gear or look at some motoring magazines, you'll think, man, they don't sell those cars that often anymore, despite how much they were hyped back then.
Yeah.
Which makes you think, I wonder what kind of cars they'll hype up in the future, and what kind of cars they'll still sell out. They could look back at this and think, okay, so the cars functioned in that particular way, and use that as kind of a frame of reference.
Yeah. Well, judging by our present, that I imagine it'll just all be 4x4s.
4x4s, right.
Like I mean that's literally like the only thing that car manufacturers sell nowadays, and that either hatchbacks or just 4x4s, and that it's and even the hatchbacks themselves, and that more closely resemble 4x4s.
Right.
Like I remember there was like a big there's like huge sort of criticism in that by Ford and that toward like their sort of re-releasing the Ford Capri in that. And if you've seen the original Ford Capri in that, and you see like the one that the new version of it in that, they look absolutely nothing alike.
Oh wow.
It's like, because like the original Ford Capri in that, I suppose you'd kind of consider it like like our version of the Mustang, as it were, like like a sort of like a kind of like a sports coupe thing in that from like the 60s or 70s.
Right.
But when they released it, guess what it was in that?
What?
A 4x4.
4x4. They have it.
Like,
4x4.
And like most people just hate it. Well, the enthusiasts absolutely hated it in that, because like it's like this is not a Ford Capri. This is a 4x4.
Well, also I've noticed I have the option of changing the speed meters from calculating miles per hour to kilometers per hour.
Yeah. I think that's the American way.
Ah, the American way. Tell you what, let's try the American way for some reason. just to give that a shot. Okay, so we're going to Brazil now. Alright.
For some reason, it looks like one of your back lights, and that has been busted out.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Maybe I'm indicating to go left all the time. Oh, the bridge.
But thankfully, there's no police nearby, so.
Where will they come? This is the Max Power Racing, the place that encourages people to go to places to not get caught by the police.
Oh, it splits.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go this way. Please note, we do not condone the idea of racing in places where the police won't catch you. Oh, river. Sploosh.
Yeah. I do remember seeing a YouTube video in that it's like sort of like categorizing like all the sort of rally games that came out on the system, and they actually considered this game to be one of them, in that, which in retrospect it kind of makes sense, because like, you know, like a large majority of these tracks and that are kind of like off-road and that, but
yes,
at the same time you're not really racing rally cars, so I don't know, like you'd probably consider it like some mad lads, like sort of like wild holiday in that, where they decide to bring their hatchback along.
yeah, that makes sense.
I suppose it wouldn't be too far from like what you see something like the guys from Top Gear doing. Sort of like taking like just cars that are really not meant for these environments and that, and just plopping them there regardless. You know, you can sort of imagine like Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond in that in these cars.
We understand that these cars were not made to be rally cars, but you know what? That hasn't stopped us in the past. Clarkson, why would you consider using these cars? You're better off using the rally cars. Well, it just makes the show more interesting. I'm sure the showrunners would have wanted us to do this sort of thing. And then James May would like crash with because he's applying rally car mentality to this car mentality, and then he'll go like, Clarkson! What is it now, mate? I tried to warn you, you dipstick!
And then he'd come after him with a machete.
Pretty much. I'd probably imagine they would get the Stig to test drive this kind of track with these kind of cars to see if it was possible, and then when they find out it's possible, they'd give it a go themselves. Or, knowing how the show works, the Stig's Brazilian cousin. Yeah, because the Stigs had an African cousin, which is basically Stig with the helmet, but with loose African clothes. Or the Stig's American cousin, which is basically the Stig is this fat truck driver. Oh no! I crashed into a tree like George of the Jungle. Right. Right, now, compared to the V-Rally game, this game seems more like an actual car simulator game rather than bouncy castles on an ice rink. If this was anything else, you probably would have crashed through the fence and careened down to the river. There we go, race over. Alright, so that's 3 out of 5 races done. Alright, let's see where the next race is going to take us.
Indonesia,
the rice fields. Alright.
Welcome to the rice fields.
I was thinking about that as well. How to say hello in different countries. They mean several countries involves welcome to the rice fields. Just really aggressively. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. Oh, I'm pushing off some of the initial D stuff here. Alright, here we go.
It's kind of weird in retrospect that they decide to associate like a British magazine, which is purely about like sort of like illegal sort of like street racing with like modified cars and that, with a game like this and that, where you spend most of your time in that not in an urban environment, you know, it's like imagine like sort of like a cowboy racers and that, like sort of like oh yeah you want to do street racing that, not on the street.
Yeah, I want to go street racing, but let's not do it here in case we get caught by the police. Why don't we go travel worldwide, spend all of our finances, go to Brazil, go to this distinct location, go to Indonesia, let's race to the rice fields. Yeah, bro, yeah! We're gonna get caught by the British police if we race here. Let's race on the Great Wall of China, yeah!
Alright, let me just get me Nan's and Micah.
What is it with these kind of racing games that always gets us to race through the middle of these remote villages? The kinds where, if it were in any other situation, you'd probably wreck them if you crashed horribly. I'm so sorry with tampering with your rice fields. Yes, endanger and pollute the rice fields for a race, why don't we? Please note, we do not condone polluting rice fields just for the sake of a car race.
Well, I mean, celebrities do it all the time in their jet planes. Yeah. I remember like hearing something about like how walking sort of Phoenix and that was like trying to go to like a summit for like sort of like like Greenpeace and that,
right?
Or like sort of like sort of protests against using like fuels and that.
Even though he was using jet planes.
Yes. Yeah.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio did something very similar.
Yeah. It's like you don't think that you're already polluting the environment by traveling there in a jet airplane that uses fuel, which combined with the environment that can be very pollutant.
Crying out loud. These people are just so completely tone deaf. So much for all the virtue signaling.
Well, I don't even know where you get the permits and that to be able to sort of drive past ancient ruins like that.
like, race in the middle of a shopping market, fine, but with ancient historical sites?
Oh, hello there.
Just as well, this exists within the realm of simulation. You'd be racing in comparatively fragile territory. Alright, last race of this particular championship. In Rome! We're not racing through the Colosseum, are we? Talk about a spectacle. Bring out the gladiators.
Oh, night race.
Ooh, alright, we get to try our headlights. Sweet. Oh, look at that! My headlight on the backlight on the right is working. Ah, Roma. Oh. When we're racing a game and we don't... Ah! We don't feel so lame, it's max power. We're shining our headlights like a horror game frights. It's max power.
Oh god, this is actually really tricky. Like, I mean, this isn't like sort of Gran Turismo and that where they like sort of like where they have like a sort of a racetrack at night and that, but like, you know, it's very well lit and that. Like, no, this is actually like, you know, this would be actually like driving at
Wait,
night.
we're going the wrong way. What? It's oh, it's right here, right here. Go, 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 go. Where am I? Whoa! It's through a tunnel. That one, yes. Move, man! I'm talking to myself. Go! He's catching up!
What is this, an Italian joke?
Talk about illegal racing. England! England! Hello. Oh, this way. That way. Go this way. Well, go through that. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting track design. Nope. Oh! Hello. I'm gonna go this way. Hello. Oh, my days. Okay, go left, go left, go left, go left. No, I'm stuck. Well, this is certainly an interesting track. Okay, go right. Hello. Going left. Go left. Oh, hello. This way. You're welcome. We're not even done with lap 1 yet.
Send people in the right direction by crashing into them.
This direction. There we go. Okay, now we're on to lap 2. No! What an interesting race! Alright, here we go. Okay, this is the bit where you turn that way. Yes, yes. Nice. Keep it up. That was probably a bad idea. Go, go. Oh, I see you. Remember to let go of acceleration as you're turning. Not like that, you doofus. And go. Yes. And go. Let go of acceleration. Go. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Nice one. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Through here. Let go, turn, that's it. Ow, darn it. Didn't quite nail that one. Okay, let go, and go. There you are.
Yes.
Nice, you won.
He won, anyways.
What an interesting track design! Yeah, sure, let's have these exposed bridges for the cars to fall down, why not? And that's the end of that season.